Hello, I'm Stanley Lucian. Welcome to the HGS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The newly appointed Acting Police Commissioner Vern Gard says the Royal St. Lucia Police Force continues to register successes in its crime-fighting efforts. Acting Commissioner Gard insists that his initial target of turning the crime climate around in 6 months is achievable. He points to the regular confiscation of guns and ammunition for his optimism. So we ask, are you confident that the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, under the leadership of Vern Gard, can turn the crime situation around in 6 months? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Oui, il a fait bien. Pour tout le monde là. Moi après c'est ça qu'il a fait crème baissé ouais. Il a fait bon travail. Moi connais les hommes de par là. Garde c'est un bon homme. Franchement, garde ça fait travail de papa. Puis à côté garde qui a fait bien, c'est nous pas ça dire rien garde. Pour tout le monde là, il y a un chèque dans le chemin, il a baissé les coups là, tiré. So moi ça qu'il a fait bien. Pour le commissionnaire, et tout le monde connaît d'abord lui, il est supposé savoir ce qu'il a fait. Et puis même tous ces commissionnaires qui a passé, moi ça qu'il a fait bien pour lui.
I'm extremely confident the way he has commenced operations for the past few weeks, that he is definitely on the road to bringing down the level of crime that exists in St. Lucia. And this level of crime is very intolerable by the general public. And the good thing about Mr. Gard is that he's very open with the public and the press. He's not afraid to deal with the press because I think he's truly committed to the security of the state. Yes, and the public as well is advised to give him and the police force all the cooperation that is required of them so that they may bring this crime situation under control. Kudos to Mr. Gard.
Well, I see he willing to do something that is very positive. And I seen for the longest time there, imagine at least a few months there, so many weapons that they have confiscated. Now that is a good vibe. But if he continues on that there, maybe the crime will release a little more. It will release because no man is an island because we could never tell. He have support after him. He talked to his men to do all what he can do, and I see the performing good.
Oh yes, I believe he can bring the crime situation into a certain level. I believe and I have confidence in them that it will happen. And if it happened, he's doing a wonderful job in St. Lucia because he has confiscated a number of weapons and he has spoken to his men. So I have confidence in him, and we are looking forward and to support him in that regard.
I'll be honest, he's doing a good job because he's going around and passed and said, well, he talked to his police officers already, they admit, and we ourselves in St. Lucia, we supporting the man because the man doing a good job. Because right now people could walk free and they feel themselves so confidently now. Now people could walk anywhere now because of what's going on. So I have confidence in him. Again, he going on the social media and talk about reality, about come goni zahen, come bike ka ali, come vehicle ka dubut, come se police sa ka travay bien ali. Et moi content ça ka faire because right now tout en temps moun te paie, but right now nous la ka faire un bon job et na supporter 100%, man.
All of us should work together with him. Give him his support, the support that he needs, the government, the public. With his team, it can possible. And I think parents should also have meeting with their children too, because you see, government and police alone might not be able to have enough to bring the crime situation down. But if all of us work together with him, it is possible. Take a little page from Julian Alfred, because you see, sports have a lot of money. And when you have the gun, you get no money for it, or very little. So I think that it's better for them to go in sports, just to just to cushion the problem a little bit. So the commissioner would have lesser problem in trying to bring down it.
Well, I believe any of the top brass of the police force who's qualified can bring on the crime in St. Lucia. What I believe that needs to happen is proper and effective policing that must be done. And when I speak of proper and effective policing, I mean that the policing where you have more people patrolling, where you have proper intelligence, where you have police who are committed to seeing the reduction of crime. And I believe if Vanguard can instill some of those within the force, I am very confident that we will see a major reduction in crime. I think that the groundwork has been laid in St. Lucia. We have the extended laws, we have the resources for the police, and we have the backing of the government. And I believe that if Vanguard can harness that and instill effective policing within his force, that we will see a major reduction in crime throughout the year.
So far, he has done very well. So let us keep our fingers crossed and let's hope and pray that he do a good job. Because to bring the crime situation down, it is very difficult. He has confiscated a lot of guns and ammunition, and he has spoken to about 500 of his men. So let's hope it works.
I mean, people have to be very careful, when you're talking about crime, Yes, the police has to do what they have to do. Mr. Guard has to do what he has to do. But you're talking about enforcement, which is one. Apart from that, you have to understand crime, It's a mental thing. You understand me? It's a psyche. But also, too, when you look at what is going on today, you see parents have to accept responsibility, We have to accept responsibility for what's happening. Because look at, we were raised in a certain manner, but we have, the way we were raised, we decided to abandon it, And that is the problem that we have with children nowadays and the young children coming up and what is going on. And we have to be very careful with believing that governments could just come and tell them and they could just wipe out crime. It's not so. It's a discipline, man. You understand me? It is something that people have to be committed to change their ways.
Thanks for those responses. And now to our new discussion. The mother of the 6-year-old girl who was shot in the face said she was turned down by the medical professional who had agreed to operate on her daughter over complaints that the matter had been publicized on social and legacy media. This follows recent complaints by a parent of a young girl that a doctor refused to treat her daughter because she was not from the catchment area for the facility. These recent allegations have raised questions about when a medical professional may refuse to serve a patient. So we ask, should there be clear public guidelines on when a patient may be denied medical service? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsstlucia.org and vote. Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and the new discussion.